There we go. We seem to be blocking their attacks now. As long as we stay here on the defensive, I think we'll be good. And these guys are starting to arrive. That's another wave of troops. And now these guys are going to be fighting through the deserts and taking massive amounts of attrition. Hopefully. And that is some more tech boost. We could probably do with radio detection. Um, 1940. No, we should probably get the Radar M37s. Just keep our guns upgrading, because clearly at the moment we're just being outgunned. How are we doing for tank research? We have fallen a little bit behind. I think mostly because we were just intending to focus on anti-tank guns, but clearly so far those are not having the desired outcome. Oh, actually here we're doing a bit. You give a hand. We still can't pierce their armor, even with our much improved anti-tank guns. Where did that stop? As long as we hold on to Tobruk, that's the main thing here. Wait, what? Can we please take this? Stop not taking it. And we need to go and break you out of the Turkish jail again. Oh, that's the one that was completed. We've got to do it again. May as well send you, but before I do that, I want to make sure that you are here in Turkey spying on them. Then we're going to send you to break her out of jail and just make sure you rejoin again after that. Oh, for Pete's sake. We got a couple of British submarines there, but our own subs are being demolished. And that's it, they're dead. We've lost the last of them. And what about out here? I feel like this is where we're doing actual damage, hopefully. You have a level 10 maneuver. Wow, okay. So you're going to be incredibly good at these hit and run attacks. Unfortunately, that's attack skill you're now not going to get. You're already a level 6. Barely got any Seawolf, though. Meanwhile, the British with their Bren carriers are still able to kick the living daylights out of us. And again, we failed, even with all of these infantry, to push into them. Seriously? All of you attack that. Supported by them. Need to be careful here, they could try and actually cut us off in Derna. Submarine effort done. Let's get contact to the Ansaldo, which is going to give us cheaper cruiser construction. Ansaldo can pave the way for the construction of a modern Italian navy. Treaty of Craiova. More concessions have been forced on legionary Romania, with Bulgaria claiming southern Dobruja. The territory was annexed by Romania in 1913 after the Second Balkan War, and is still mostly populated by ethnic Bulgarians and Turks. Oh, we're up against the Lancashires. We're never going to win that fight. How are these British troops still just so much better than ours? Because these are now 30 combat with infantry. They should be solid. Oh, except for the fact that they are still light infantry as opposed to heavy, because we still don't have enough heavy equipment. And also we are lacking artillery now. Carol II abdicates. Ah, they got some troops in to block me. And I suspect that we're still just suffering general supply issues here. I mean, they've got to be hurting as much as we are now. In fact, our supply seems to have sorted itself out now that we're not defending all of this horrible, horrible desert. Let's take a look at how much damage we've actually done here. Enemy combat loss is a third of what we've been losing. Although they have lost a fair amount of mechanized. And the Matildas are actually heavy tanks, so no bleeding wonder their heavy tanks are doing so much better against us. We're still defending with just light tanks. And this is just in combat. Oh, you know what? A lot of this was probably lost in the Alps. Maybe. We are still absolutely getting slammed in terms of oil imports. Meanwhile, Britain, how are you doing for convoys? You still have rather a lot. We're sinking a scattering of them here and there. They are now starting to bring out their high seas fleet, probably because this is concerning them a little. Meanwhile, Seawolf still a long way away. You guys are now actually defending, probably. Spoonaroon, Quixotic Tilting, and Flesh Noir, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Skill of the British General? I mean, Miles Dempsey. 4 against 4. No, Messe, if anything, is more skillful than they are. And Messe can now get Ponza Expert. You are using primarily combined arms this time around, not tanks. I mean, for the moment, these guys are holding, but I think that's primarily just because Tobruk is tough. And they do have aircraft here now. So we could probably do with ramping up the number of aircraft that we have here. What are those? Fighters. Okay, those are the really old fighters. They'll flesh out the air wing that I just put there. We could also move some of these guys to Africa, although it would be dangerous as heck crossing the Channel at the or crossing the Mediterranean at the moment. Yeah, we should not do that. That would be a bad idea. We're sinking a couple of convoys here and there. Yeah, the positioning penalties are definitely far too high. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Well, there we go. Tobruk has now been surrounded. They're going to try and get around behind you soon, I can tell. Well, time for me to try and re-establish a hold here in Tobruk. I think I'll be okay just sticking these guys in the city. There goes Norway. Only just. I'm surprised by that. And I'm going to say, don't bother guarding any of that. You guys are assigned to this now. And you guys are assigned to this. You're going to try and make the trip over to Tobruk. Actually, I mean, having you messe in Tobruk is probably a really bad idea because tanks in towns don't tend to do very well. So let's have you here protecting a potential attack against Benghazi. Unfortunately, this is going to mean that we lose the airbase. Right, new research. I think quite possibly close air support, naval attack, tac bomb and naval attack. No, we want this one. We're going to go for those. And yes, I will double down. Coal shortage. That is a pretty hefty coal shortage. Germany! More coal, please. And we just finished another refinery. Fuel supply is getting incredibly low. We will buy what we can from the Soviets. But after that, we're pretty much done. And I guess we're going to have to go for improved oil processing. Try and just refine what we can. Anti-tank maybe? I've been using anti-tank extensively, and so far they've been kind of terrible. We've even got line anti-tank, not just support. 16.6 piercing. The problem is I don't actually know what their armor value is. I can pierce the Bren carriers, but not the tanks, even with that. Can we research new AT? Yes, we could upgrade it. And we should. I had not realized how old that was. Okay, next priority. When one of these finishes. So we are still managing to catch quite a few British submarines by the looks of things. Yeah, 160 last month. No, last year. So what's using up all of my oil? Is it the Air Force? It's the Air Force. Yeah, it's definitely the Air Force. Let's see if we can recharge some of our fuel supplies. They can cut us off here as well. Well, your main job now is just to hold on to Benghazi. Which so far looks like it's going to go very poorly. I still just don't understand how their infantry is so much better. Their base soft attack is significantly higher. They have air support apparently. My defender tactics suck. And they have air superiority. Somehow. Oh, they have air superiority because I can't actually reach. They've just taken the airbase down here. Yeah. Okay, so here, Crusader tank. 276 piercing. I cannot pierce their armor. Armor 16.7. Versus my piercing 16.1. Seriously, that close? So yeah, a couple of anti-tank upgrades and I'd be able to actually fight them. Contact Ansaldo, done. So let's do the Naval War Games. Simulating combat encounters will help us improve our strategies and tactics. Staging war games will provide us with this practical experience. Why do I have ships coming around there? Oh, supporting you.
Attento. Pronto. Formazione.
If you want to try and launch an attack from the south, you are more than welcome to. Because, quite frankly, these guys, I think, need the relief. Oh, nuts.
Ordini.
How does it keep recovering? You've retreated. Get out of there.
Ordini.
It looks like the Brits are bringing in more and more Bren carriers, and there we go. We are now officially out of fuel. So, what few aeroplanes I have left are going to get their asses grounded. And now I am generating fuel again, though it's going to take me a while to refill. Because it's critical that fuel continues to flow to these frontline units. Agent forced into hiding. Oh, you escaped. Well, you're supposed to be boosting ideology, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that before, forced into hiding. That's a new one.
la mira! Fuoco nemico! Sì, signore! Mantenete le distanze!
We still have significant shortages of everything important. At least here we're actually holding. It's mostly here that we're just getting completely routed and overrun. Another cut off. Of course there is. Go on the back.
Pronto all'azione! Pronto, signore!
You got a
Sì,
defender in.
signore!
Stop attacking. Back the heck off. Oh, Tobruk's under heavy attack now. And as these guys lose their organisation, they die. Unless we can do more organisation damage to them. So they have significant air superiority here. We are surrounded. We cannot pierce the armour on their tanks. And it looks like they've actually mechanised all of their infantry at this point. But my guys can pierce their mechanised. That's all they can do. Mario Roata's last stand in Tobruk is not going well. Barely even did any damage to them. There it goes, Tobruk's fallen. And this is going to fall because they frankly just move faster than us. So everything's just getting overrun. The only place we are holding is Benghazi, and I think that's because of the light tanks. So basically, my conclusion here is infantry are fucking garbage. There's no point to building them. They do nothing. You might as well have like 2 or 3 units of tanks and that's it. Except of course we can't use tanks because of fuel shortages. How does Italian AT compare to others? No idea. And this guy's down to 6 division. He had 20 something. I think he probably even had 24. He's down to 6. He's just been completely and utterly shattered. Anti-tank. Let's go and get those. It's not like I'm even that far behind. It's 1940 and this is 1939 tech. Yeah, it's a year, but still, considering how poorly they've been performing. They're old guns, but I have a lot of them.
Pronto, signore.
Oh, no. Stop. Convoy escort, but not there. See, here we're actually killing them, so seriously, the only thing that can actually fight and defend in this situation our tanks. Like, infantry just do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this time around I decided, you know what? We're going to go infantry, because if I give them anti-tank, then surely they'll be able to do something against armoured divisions. Nope. And the only reason these guys are dying right now is because of the attrition. I doubt that this is damage that I'm inflicting. This is just because they keep attacking me across desert mountains. Tripoli is about to fall. And with that, Africa's gone. Wait, did you just naval invade behind me? You totally did, didn't you?
Formazione. Pronto all'azione. Comandi. Pronto, signore.
There's the upgraded heavy machine guns, which we will go and research. More defense and breakthrough. 26% infantry soft attack. That's a huge upgrade. Alright. But I am at least getting fuel again, so that's nice. We are down to almost half strength in the Atlantic. Our agent apparently suck. I really hate that after you've come back from being captured, you don't remember what you were doing before. It's like you're coming back with amnesia or something. Alright, new technology. That was a plane, which I think was the close air support. I clearly need to get better fighters. Oh, and now they're attacking me here as well. Brilliant. Go take out Mogadishu. Go there. Go there. This is regular infantry against colonial, so it's not really a surprise that we're getting our ass handed to us here. This is going to be a war of attrition. Mare Nostrum. Our resources are limited and we must make some painful choices, but the British Empire is as caged in the Mediterranean. Breaking out will require a navy to rival even theirs. And more coal. Which I will get from Spain. Although we produce so much steel, I don't need that much. Just one. Less iron from you, less coal from you. Turkey requests light tanks. Sure, have some of my old ones. And we've already lost our destroyers. There's no point even trying to guard that area. Oh, wow, we have a lot of motorized. Let's reduce the amount of you that we're producing. And make more of these